What's up my fellow K-pop hoes? Welcome back to hell. So, before we begin, I wanted to say a few things. 1. I originally recorded this video with my actual voice instead of this robot voice that is on literally every K-pop video known to man, but the audio was shit. So, now we are here. Let's just enjoy the ride, and I'll work on better audio for next time. 2. I realize that this isn't my normal art edit video. Don't worry, I am still making those and one will be out tomorrow. Now, onto the reason you actually came here. I want to make something clear about the list before we start. The title of the video says my top K-pop songs of 2020, but that's not completely true. I wanted to do something a bit different. So each of these 21 songs comes from a different group. I didn't want to have a list where half of the songs were by BTS, and I wanted to showcase as many groups as possible, so this is more like my favorite song from each of these groups/artists that came out in 2020. Also, groups like EXO and Red Velvet are not on this list because I didn't hear any new music from them this year. I'm not sure if they released music, but if they did I did not hear it. So, I am not ignoring those groups. I actually really like both of them. I was just letting you know why you might not see them on the list. Alright, I'm going to shut the fuck up about this nonsense now and get onto my list. Number 21. Treasure. Going Crazy.
This must be crazy love. This must be crazy love.
Alright, I'm going to come clean to you guys. I have only heard this one song by them and no others. I know they are a super popular rookie group and many people like them, but I just haven't looked into them yet. I want to learn more about them soon, but I have to look in the mirror at myself and ask if I want to simp over even more men who have no clue who I am. If the rest of their songs are as good as this one was, then I might have to stan because this was nothing but pure talent. The chorus stayed on repeat for months and that's all I have to say about that. Number 20. Wavy Bad Alive.
I'm alive in my black ride. I'm alive in the club. Well,
These men do nothing but act up, and we cheer them for it. When I heard this song my jaw hit the floor and it has stayed there ever since. I had just gotten over Love Talk, and then they release this shit. What the fuck? And they have the audacity to sing this Satan song in English. Like, actually what the fuck? There are very few groups that I think actually do good English versions of songs. Like, it is rare that I listen to the English version of a song more than the original version. But something about this group and Monster X that just make me feral. When I watched the music video for this, let's just say I broke my screen from how far I tossed that bitch across the room. Number 19. NCT 127. Kick It.
Hey yo, Bruce Lee, you want shimmy 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 body pop now. You know that pop now. You move.
This might be a hot take, but I haven't actually listened to the album that came out yet. I just didn't have the time when it was released and it kinda got put on the back burner. I really enjoy their older albums, so I am a bit attached to those and don't want to move on. But this song was a banger. The first time I listened to it, I wasn't sure that it was really my thing, but I kept giving it a try and now it is a top tier song for me. Not to mention that Johnny is my bias, and I was brutally attacked by this video. I would like to file a report for a hate crime please. Number 18. GOT7. Not by the Moon.
I'm sweating up on the moon. That's what I made.
I'm gonna need you guys to stop sleeping on this group right now please. For some reason GOT7, much like Monster X, are criminally slept on even though they make some of the most mature music in the industry. This whole comeback was a look with Bam Bam's white hair, and the visuals of the video. Visual kings. That's all that needs to be said. Mark is not my bias in this group, but for some reason that only God knows he was gonna make me act up. I was willing to risk everything for this man. Everything about this song banged. The choreography, beautiful. The rap immaculate. The vocals, angelic. The visuals, unholy. Number 17. Idol. Oh my god.
Oh my God, she showed me all the stars.
I have never thanked YouTube's ads the way I did when this popped up on my screen. I had no idea who these girlies were at the beginning of this year, but this song changed everything. I hardly ever see a video with such dark concepts, and not to mention the lyrics. I really blasted this as the lesbian anthem of the year. Apparently, it's not about that, but in my mind palace it remains a song about girls being in love with girls. If you weren't into girls before, after watching this video you will be. Enough said. Number 16. Kai, Amnesia. Now, you guys might be screaming at the screen right now asking what about MMMH. For some reason this robot voice won't say the song name properly, but you thirsty hoes all know exactly what I'm talking about. I really like that song and it is still on my current playlist, but out of the whole mini album, Amnesia was just superior. I am even listening to it right now as I write this. I mean, yes, I have seen the music video for the title track. I have a Twitter. I see the absolute thirst for this man. We are all ready to be stepped on by this man. However, I do have to deduct points from the video for this look. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but we won't get into it because it deserves its own video. But overall his album was stunning. I genuinely enjoyed every song, and I think this style of music suits him so much. Number 15. Card, Gunshot.
I'm bleeding love.
They hit me like a.
For some reason people just seem to have a problem with co-ed groups, and I'm gonna need those people to kindly shut the fuck up. There is nothing more powerful than mixing the stunning vocals and rap of women and men together. And it isn't even a Korean fan thing like people try and make it out to be. Like, international fans are just as weird about co-ed groups as Korean fans are. Like, grow up. No, they aren't going to date each other, and if they are, who cares? They are grown-ass adults and should be allowed to date whomever they see fit. This song and comeback was so absolutely powerful. The visuals were everything, and the song was perfect. Just the mix of heavenly vocals and powerful rap was enough to make this song one of my favorite songs of the year. Number 14. Chungha, Stay Tonight. This was another perfect example of the YouTube ad daddy doing nothing less than God's work. I had no idea who Miss Girl was before this video, but now I am in love with her. This song just had everything you could want. Soft vocals, but also powerful vocals towards the end of the song. Amazing choreography and look after look after look. I definitely danced around my room at 3 am to this song pretending I was having my own comeback, and if you haven't done that I highly recommend it. Number 13. Itsy, Wannabe. This song was iconic. The shoulder move alone was in everyone's most iconic K-pop moments of 2020. I actually don't know much about these girls, but I want to look more into them. I do know that they are super young, so I'm already blown away by the talent. I loved this song, especially the dance break moment. It was just the perfect formula for a catchy K-pop bop. Number 12. Jackson Wang, 100 Ways.
There's 100 ways to leave a love, leave a love, leave a love. 100 ways to leave a love, leave.
I know that technically Jackson is a member of GOT7, so he already had his moments to shine on this list. Step aside Miss Girl, but I simply cannot leave out this absolute cultural reset from the list. I have listened to most of Jackson's solo projects before, so I wasn't exactly new to him. But there is just something about this song that kept me coming back. It is relatively simple, but for some reason when rappers unleash their full potential and sing, it just gets me. Not to mention this video was gorgeous. I don't know if this man rising from the grave just to dance his way to his dead lover's grave was cute or toxic, but either way it made me cry like a little bitch. Number 11. Monster X, You Can't Hold My Heart.
Yeah, there's nothing I can't say at all. You can't hold my heart no more.
One of the best things to happen to me in 2020 was discovering these boys. Yes, I knew who they were before I listened to them, but sadly I was sleeping on them. I didn't want to start stanning because I originally found them during the time that whole mess with Wonho started. I don't like listening to groups that are missing a member, especially if that member deserved nothing but the absolute world. Because what if after I watch all their videos, he becomes my bias and I have to live without content from him forever? Luckily, our king had his solo debut, which we will get into later, so I started by listening to Monster X's all English album and I was blown away. For some reason when K-pop idols sing in English they just wanna act wild and say all the things they can't normally say in Korean. You Can't Hold My Heart was my absolute favorite song off this album next to Middle of the Night. It was just chef's kiss. But currently I am dealing with the trauma of their recent comeback. I am bias. And let me just say, when I heard this boy say I want your eat me like a main dish, I lost my shit. I went feral. This man knows he is dangerous and he woke up and chose violence that day. Also Night View is currently a bop as well. Stan Kings. Number 10. Atty's Answer. Please don't hate me for this, but I actually don't know much about ATs. I know their faces and names, but I just can't put the two together. I know they are super popular, but they are another group that I have to consider if I have enough money and mental capacity to throw at these boys. I like a lot of their songs and so far they have made nothing but bops. Not to mention they are one of the most attractive groups I have ever seen. This song was just superior. It gave me like sad battle vibes, and I know that no one else is probably going to understand that. It was just great instrumentally and not to mention the powerhouse vocals are insane. We might have to stan. Number 9. Blackpink. Pretty Savage. Blink's this year really got fed well. We finally got the album, and even though I still hate that fucking name, the album was iconic. It was filled with bop after bop. Honestly, I had a hard time choosing between Pretty Savage, Lovesick Girls, and You Never Know, but I decided on Pretty Savage because it is the one I think I have played the most. I mean the whole song was iconic. When Lisa said born skinny bitch, I lost my shit hyping her up, and my girl Rose got to cuss as well. Stan bad bitches. I will say that even though I like this song the most, I don't agree with Blinks that were saying that it should have been the single over Lovesick Girls. I think Lovesick Girls was the perfect choice for the next title track because it was so different from Ice Cream, which was different from How You Like That. It allowed the girls to show the range of music they could do, and if Pretty Savage would have been a single it would have been way too similar to How You Like That. Number 8. Twice. More and More.
그러니 한 번 더
More.
멈추지를 못해
I know everyone has forgot about this song because of I Can't Stop Me coming out, but this song remains top tier and I'm gonna need you guys to realize that. Twice do nothing but give us bop after bop and they really are Korea's girl group. To all the blinks that just heard me talk about my love for Blackpink, I'm not saying that Twice are better than them. I am saying that Twice took Girls' Generation's place as South Korea's girl group while Blackpink has always been marketed towards international/American success. So you can't really compare the two. I've followed Blackpink since debut, so trust me when I say I love them as much as the rest of you guys. I just wanted to clear that up real fast. The drop in this song was just so different from anything I had ever heard, with their vocals mixed into the drop, and not to mention the rap and dance break was breathtaking. I might also just have an unholy connection to this song because it was playing on loop in the background while I was reading a really good fanfiction. I don't know, but either way stan title track queens. Number 7. Everglow. Ladida. Everglow have quickly been climbing up my list of faves since I discovered them, and let me just say they are another group that brings bop after bop. I know that there are some people out there who don't like this group and think they are overhyped and don't deserve the success, and I'm gonna need those people to shut the fuck up. Like, you are entitled to your opinion, but don't say that a group is undeserving, especially if you know how much hard work goes into being a K-pop idol. I personally love these girlies and wish them all the success in the world. This song was a banger and I still practice the choreography for it every day. Number 6. Stray Kids. Backdoor.
출입 금지 여긴 backdoor 관계자와 출입 금지 여긴 backdoor 관계자와 출입 금지 여긴 backdoor 관계자가 되고 싶다면
Stray Kids have had an absolutely phenomenal year, and I am so proud of our boys. It was a difficult decision between Backdoor and God's Menu because I love both songs, but I ultimately listened to Backdoor more. Don't worry my fellow stays, God's Menu is still that bitch. I mean, who can forget the iconic line, cooking like a chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. But the Backdoor era was just as iconic, especially the visuals. I mean, we have reached peak Stray Kids visuals with Felix's mullet. Youngjin's hair is a cultural reset. And I mean, did we see Han's rainbow hair and Soongmin? Soongmin has had the glow up that he didn't even need. Like, for fuck's sake, save some beauty for the rest of us. Backdoor was just such a certified banger, and the final chorus was so hype. Stan hardworking comeback kings. Number 5. Wonho, Open Mind.
You don't have to love me Cause I want the same thing 상상하지 마 완전 다를 테니까
I am so proud of this man. He really got handed the worst situation and managed to come out smiling and better than ever. This song attracted so many locals to him, and I have to admit that I slammed on my pause button so many times in that video. I of course have to mention Losing You. That song was so incredibly sad, so I can't listen to it without balancing it out with Open Mind or else I'll just turn into a ball of tears. The vocals in this song were immaculate and the dance/performance was stunning. I really hope Wonho keeps up this level of success because he deserves it, and if he does keep it up he could easily become one of the most popular solo artists in the industry. Number 4. Tomorrow by Together. We Lost the Summer.
We lost the summer we lost each other 내 곁을 그려줘 Oh, it's so good
This whole comeback was nothing less than perfection. Every song on this album was an absolute masterpiece, and I am not ignoring the title track Blue Hour. That song and video are so beautiful, and you guys already know that my little southern heart exploded when they came out with that cowboy hat, hold down throw down, Doug Dimmadome look. But, We Lost the Summer just carries so much meaning to me considering everything that is happening in the world right now. The video for it was so cute, but the lyrics are high-key depressing. But leave it to TXT to be able to make me bop my ass while crying. Number 3. Enhypen, Given Taken.
운명의 와사비 속에서 마주한 내 안의 경계선 Give it or take it 나의 붉은 눈빛
Can everyone shut the fuck up for a minute and stand these boys? I mean, this wasn't even a comeback. It was a whole ass debut. But I have never seen a debut quite like this one. I love this group so much, and I have never learned members' names faster. The concept of vampires was so unique and I loved every minute of the Twilight Pacific Northwest realness that the teasers were giving. This entire album is phenomenal, but the title track Given Taken is perfect. I have had this song on repeat non-stop since it came out, and I take every opportunity to play it and bust out the choreo. I mean, can we talk about this moment? Like, he sung, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for this group to continue making bops and I honestly need to find more friends that listen to them. So, you know, slide in a bitch's DMs. Number 2. 17. Fallen Flower.
루토신지대기로 가라 falling 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 yeah 김민희 이마 falling 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 yeah
I was honestly surprised that 17 was this high up on my list. Not because I dislike them or anything. I love these boys. I'm just a dumb bitch who forgets exactly how great their music is. And they are a group that completely makes it themselves. This song was so breathtaking. I mean, the visuals were perfect and actually caused me to cry. A lot. But even the song itself is beautiful. I mean, the instrumental alone is sent straight from God. But then you put their heavenly vocals over it and oh my god. I have ascended. And it's even in Japanese. Multi-language kings. Everything about this song is great, especially the choreography. And if you haven't seen them perform it live, go watch it now. You won't regret it. Too many people sleep on this group and I won't take it anymore. 2021 is their year. Number 1. BTS. Black Swan.
모든 어두운 빛이 침묵하는 바다 yeah, yeah, yeah. 이리는 내 발목을 또 잡아 yeah, yeah, yeah. 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 yeah, yeah, yeah. Killing me now, killing me now. Do you hear me yeah?
Of course a BTS song was going to be number 1 because I am whipped for them, but it was a hard decision. BTS fed ARMY this year with bop after bop after bop, and I love them for it. They had so many good title tracks, but this song was perfection. I'm going to get a bit controversial for a minute and say that you guys really slept on this song, and I think that should be a criminal offense. Straight to jail, all of you. This song was the most beautiful song I have ever heard, and then you listen to the orchestral version and oh my god, it is heaven. This song was popular enough to get a music video, but I feel like it went away quickly. And here comes the controversy, but I wish this song would have been their first song to top Billboard's Hot 100 chart. Don't get me wrong, I love Dynamite and every time it's on I listen to it on full blast, but I just feel like there were so many of their songs, Black Swan included, that deserved number 1 more. And another reason is because I am conflicted on the fact that their first number 1 was an all English song. Like, I am so happy for our boys. I have been with them since debut, so to watch them get a number 1 made me so proud. But there is a small part of me that wishes it would have been a song in Korean. I know that Life goes on top the charts and it has a lot of Korean in it, so I did finally get my wish, but still I wish their first one would have been something like Black Swan. And, not to mention, the MMA performance just made the song 10 times better. There is no performance that tops that. I said what I said. And with that I guess we have reached the end of this video. If you like it be sure to comment and let me know. I love to talk to you guys, so thank you for any support. If you want, you can also check out my art videos where I speed edit photos of K-pop idols. It's pretty fun. Also make sure to follow me on my social media accounts and interact with me. I love you guys and thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great 2021 and it is infinitely better than 2020, because you deserve it.